I am Lisa from Lisa Sanctuary. I am a hypnotherapist who can help you to heal. But there are 4 reasons that I wouldn't want you to work with me. Number 1 is if you are not physically safe where you are. It is really difficult on the body and the mind to try to heal when you are not physically safe, when you are living in survival, when you are living in hypervigilance, when you're not sure what's happening and who's doing what and what mood they're in, when your fight flight is activated constantly because you aren't physically safe. Either you live with someone who triggers you or who treats you in any kind of way that makes you feel unsafe, or if you are not in a safe environment. So if you are not physically safe, it is really difficult, challenging to do the emotional healing work if you don't have that physical safety as a foundation. 2 is if you are not ready to heal. I am a survivor who has healed from my own stuff. I know that this works. The processes, the hypnotherapy, the resources that I teach, the techniques, the strategies, everything that I guide through, I've used myself. I know that it works. So if you are not ready to heal, then I don't want you to jump into a program, because it can be really challenging if you are not ready for it. Healing can be messy work. It can be really, really difficult work. You'll cry, you'll yell, you'll wonder why, you'll hate everyone. It's really tough to unpack some of that stuff that you've either deliberately hidden or that you choose to avoid. It's really tough. And so it's okay if you're not ready. It's okay. But if you are not ready to do the work and to unpack and to really feel the big feelings that come up, it's not quite time yet. And that's okay. But I just don't want anybody to force themselves into healing before they are ready. The third thing is, if you can't afford it, my services are paid services. They just are. I offer a lot of free videos, a lot of free advice, free guidance and things across my social media channels. But my healing program, Healing at Home program, and my one-on-one sort of intensive healing packages, they work, but they do cost money. And if you can't afford it, I would much rather you go and seek out a free support service. Go to your local doctor, get a mental health care plan, and then access a psychologist near you who accepts a mental health care plan. I do not want anybody not being able to eat, not being able to pay their bills, or going into debt when there are free support services out there. Generally, you do have to wait a period of time. The waiting list can be long. That is really unfortunate, but I don't want anyone having to struggle in order to jump into a paid program. But absolutely, if you can afford it, we can get this done. The fourth is sort of not quite as serious, but if you don't like the sound of my voice, and that's a real thing. I, as a hypnotherapist, offer hypnosis audios, and a lot of my resources online for my Healing at Home program is me talking. It's me guiding you through processes, through meditations, through hypnosis processes. And if you don't like the sound of my voice, you're more than likely to spend the whole video annoyed by the sound of my voice. And so there's a lot of, there's a lot of really great creators and teachers and healers out there who are brilliant and have brilliant ideas, but I don't like the sound of their voice. It's either too deep or the accent doesn't, it makes me think too much, and that's okay. It is what it is. But if you don't like the sound of my voice, then it's not going to work, and that's fine. So when you look into healing, engaging with a professional can absolutely shortcut you to healing, because professionals, we've studied and we've learned and we've researched and we've practiced this and we've done it a whole bunch of times, but it's a shortcut to healing. because we know the questions to ask. We can see things from the outside in. I am much better at looking at somebody else's life and what their triggers are and what they've hidden inside and what their subconscious beliefs are and limiting beliefs are than my own. I can see it much clearer, much better than my own, and that's just the way it goes. So professionals really can help you, support you, guide you into healing, but a lot of really talented and skilled professionals do charge a fee because there are insurances to pay, there's overheads, there's, all the things. But having a professional supporting you, either as a coach, a mentor, a therapist, a health practitioner, can really, really shortcut your road to healing. It can open up questions and ideas for you that you wouldn't have even thought of, because we've been there, we've done it, we've learnt about it, we've studied it, etc., etc. But I absolutely would not want anybody jumping in that couldn't afford it, that was struggling to pay their bills, that wasn't ready to heal, because it can be really challenging, messy, and really eye-opening work. It can bring up all sorts of feelings and things, and you need to have those support systems and the support in place to be able to deal with that and cope with that. So if you can, if you are ready and you want to work with me, absolutely reach out. But if not, have a look through my YouTube channel, my social medias, search out, any other number of mental health sort of therapist professionals that are sharing lots of information on social media. There's a lot across Facebook and Instagram, and you can learn a whole heap without ever paying a cent. But wherever you are along your healing journey, just know that you can choose. You get to choose, and you are where you are, and that's okay. You are significant because you are, and I love you because you exist.